Alright guys, before I continue though, I did get this, find this information off polygamyinfo.com. The site is not online, is offline and so this is all the research I got, so you know where I got it from, so I'm not just pulling this out of a hat, anything, but this is where I've got the research from. Alright, next on our list, the Church of the Firstborn of the Fullness of Times. Sounds like a romance, some sort of poem, something like that. The Fullness of Times. Alright, anyway, this group was founded by the sons of Alma Drea LeBaron, a polygamy practicing Mormon, who was living in Colonia, Juarez, a Mexican Mormon settlement where many went to escape anti-polygamy laws in the U.S. Their children, Benjamin Ross Wesley, it really wants a one run Wesley on that so bad. Joel, Herbal, and Alma each became founders of the new church. First in 1944, Benjamin declared himself a prophet. Seven of the other brothers supported his claim, most notably Herbal, but most of his family quickly recognized that the claims were mixed with some mental pathology. Interesting. Ross Wesley proclaimed himself a prophet, specifically the one mighty and strong, who would put on the house of God in order to prophesy by Joseph Smith the doctrines and covenants 85:7, and heir to his father's patriarchal authority, which the LeBarons believed had each passed through the family from Benjamin F. Johnson, A.D. LeBaron's grandfather. Ross Wesley still has a small following in Utah. It was in context of membership in the family within two brothers who had claimed prophethood that Joel became the third. According to his account, in 1955 he was visited by two heavenly messengers, and he was the one mighty sword. He incorporated the Church of the Firstborn in the fullness. In September the year in Salt Lake City, and next spring formally organized a new body. He is appointed his brother Herbal secretary and head of the Mexican mission. Of the several churches to grow out of the LeBaron family tree, the church is the firstborn of the Fullness Times, and the small body is headed by Ross Wesley. Still want to say one Wesley, so bad on that. And Alma seem to still be in existence. Next on our list, we have the Church of the Firstborn, and there is a widely varying beliefs with this one. So some believe that you must sign over all your property, including your bank accounts and your monthly payments, in order to be blessed with ordinances. Some believe that you should be concerned with the royal priesthood, the celestial kingdom by law of adoption, and other higher ordinances, and of the House of the Lords. These memberships numbers are unconfirmed at this time. Alright, next on our list we have the Church of Christ of the Firstborn. What is with all these firstborns? I'm sorry, I don't get it. I'm just curious about cults and all of that, so yeah. So the original leader of this infamous polygamous group was Thomas Green, who was sent to prison in August of 2001 to serve two consecutive 5-year sentences for polygamy, rape of a child, one count of criminal non-support of his 28 children. They were originally located in Greenhaven, Utah, but in the absence of Green, some of the members have left the group, leaving the number of the current membership is unknown at this time. So prior to his conviction It says the memberships have fluctuated around 100 independents, whatever that means. So next on our list we have Jesus Christ of the United Order. And this is a sect located in the Sacramento, Folsom, California area. The leader of this group is Luis Alberto Gonzalez, who was brought up on charges of spousal rape, stalking, and sexual abuse of a child. It is not known at this time who the leader is and several hundred of members of this group. Their focus is the past of converting non-English speaking Hispanics to the Klan. Next on our list we have the Joe Thompson group. After being excommunicated from the AUB, Thompson created his own group of information on his sketch. On this is sketchy, but information on this is really sketchy at best. So we don't know how true it is. We don't know if it is true. It's just sketchy, guys. We also have the Church of Christ, patriarchal. Another group is a splinter off from the AUB leadership at this point. It is not widely known since the original leader, John Bryant, is living in Southern California with his third wife, leaving polygamy and the group behind. The last known location of the group was in Salem, Oregon, and current information says the group may have splintered into several others, so who knows? So next on our list we have the Celestial Church. This is a newly discovered, and there is limited information on this as well, guys. This is according to their website. They are located in the Midwest and boast claims of 60,000 members in several states. They provide audio sermons via the net and also have a dating and mating service. Wow, okay, I guess the Mormons have to have a dating app too. Polygamous Mormons, my bad. Have to have a dating and mating service. They are Mormon fundamentalist based. Okay, next on our list we have the Biblical Patriarchal Christian Fellowship of God's Free Men and Women. This is one of many Christian polygamous organizations throughout the world which claims over 14,000 members and growing every day. Guys, I can't even be around literally 20 people without my anxiety going high. I really think that, honestly. They have sold their holdings in Circleville, Utah, and has now moved to the state of Washington. They also have branches in Los Angeles, San Diego, San Francisco, Atlanta, Dallas, Fort Worth, Seattle, Puget Sound, and Lewisburg, West Virginia. Next we have a Widow's Mite Foundation, aka the Sealed Portion. This was founded by Christopher Mark Namelka, a polygamist from Utah who created this cult at San Diego. After splintering from the group in southern Utah and much litigation over child support and with former wives, Namelka has moved to Southern California to establish another Zion. The number of followers are unknown at this time, and the new group is expected to grow rapidly in the beginning, as many do. Next on our list we have the Black Hebrews, and this is Israel has given permanent residence to a status as a Black Hebrew, a community of Black Americans, some of whom have been living in the country since 1969, the Interior Ministry said. The government granted a status to the group of 2,000 American citizens who followed Chicago bus driver Ben Ami Carter, the Southern Israelite, desert town in Damona, in the belief that the descendants from the 10 lost tribes of Israel, favoring, I think I heard about this actually, stark black robes with elaborate inlaid designs. Black Hebrews constitutes one of Israel's most unusual groups. They practice polygamy, shun birth control, refrain from eating meat, dairy products, eggs, and sugar. Many of the black Hebrews entered Israel as tourists and were in the country illegally until the Interior Ministry granted them temporary residency in 1992. Next, we have the Hmong communities. The prevalence of polygamy continued in the communities were heavily in the Hmong population. More than 25 years ago, Hmong began arriving in the U.S. Note, none of them have been able to put a finger on the number of people involved in polygamous families in Minnesota. The state has about 42,000 Hmong, including 24,000 in St. Paul, the largest Hmong population in an American city. The Hmong aided the CIA in Laos during the Vietnam War and came to the United States as refugees. There are estimates between 270 and 450 men that are practicing polygamy in Minnesota, each with an average of 2 wives and 14 children. That would be as many as 7,600 men, women, and children who are living in polygamous families. Clans still support arranged marriages, and most husbands are expected to pay a bride price ranging from $6,000 to upwards to $10,000. The 2000 U the 2000 U.S. Census counted 169,000 Hmongs in the United States, a 90% jump from 1990. Based on the Hmong ratings, uh, Hmong Studies Resource Center in St. Paul, which compiles demographic area data contends with the actual number of Hmong in the United States is double that. According to a census, North Carolina has 7,100 Hmongs, state and local officials, along with Hmong leaders an actual number of like 20,000. The Tar Heel State ranks 4th in Hmong population behind California, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. The Census Bureau says there are communities in Utah, California, and other western states as well. Alright guys, before I continue though, I am going to give you, I did get this, find this information off polygamyinfo.com. The site is not online, is offline and so this is all the research I got, so you know where I got it from. So I'm not just pulling this out of a hat, anything, but this is where I've got the research from. That is it for today's episode. I will see y'all next time. Remember to hit that merch shop if you haven't already. It's all going for a good cause. Hit that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And let me know if there was some that surprised you, some you've heard of, some that I might have gotten wrong. I'm just going off the information that was given to me. And I'll see y'all next time.